Hello, my lovely listeners. Welcome back to the podcast. I feel like I have not talked to y'all in forever, which, it kind of has been. For me, it's going to be like about a week and a half since I've recorded an episode, so I'm a little rusty here, but I'm very excited for this episode. I hope y'all's week is going amazing. If you are, again, back here and you've listened to my past episodes, thank you for coming back, and if you're new here, hello, I'm so glad to have you. I hope you find something you like about this episode or maybe past episodes that could interest you. But oh my gosh, guys, it's February. It's freaking February. That's wild to me. January, it flew, if you ask me, but at the same time, I had already made so many amazing memories for this year, and I feel like it really set the tone for how the rest of the year is going to go, so I'm very excited, and I'm very excited for this month. But this month, February, it is the shortest month, as we all know, but I feel like it can be the most dreaded at the same time, because, as we all know, it's Valentine's Day month. When you're listening to this, it will literally be a week till Valentine's Day, and I don't know, I feel like it can be kind of dreaded sometimes. There's no shame in that. It can be dreaded on both ends, whether you're in a relationship, you could be stressing on having the perfect date, making the perfect plans, buying the perfect gift for your significant other. And if you're single, it can feel a little lonely. I'm on that side, and I'm with you. I've had times I've been a little bitter around this time of year, but in my opinion, this time of year is the perfect time, whether you're in a relationship or not, to turn all that love in the air into yourself. Because, you can't have a healthy relationship, healthy friendship, healthy anything, in my opinion, if you don't love yourself first. And I live by that. I actually have that tattooed on my wrist. It's the only tattoo I have on my right arm. Other than my hand tattoos. But I got that when I was 17, 16. I don't know. Loving myself has always been a thing I kind of struggle with. I think that's why I'm very passionate about, focusing on self-love now and being, I don't want to say an advocate for it. That's kind of gross. But if you're around me ever, if you're my friend, I'm your hype man. I love hyping my people up and having them focus on the good things about them. And there's not the good things, God, that was awful, but trying to just focus on all the good instead of all the bad in your life, because I feel like that can really change everything. Guys, your perspective on life, it can change your reality. If you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to be happy with the life you live. But if you do love yourself and you're happy with yourself, I feel like your whole life can change. And I might sound crazy, but I'm being so serious when I say that. But that's kind of how we're going to go this episode. It's a little messy, my outline. I wouldn't say it's a ways to love yourself or how to love yourself. Just, I'm kind of going to ramble on how you can make February your month, regardless of your relationship status. This month is a month of love, guys. Okay, I'm gonna share some ways that I feel like loving yourself can benefit you. And I'm gonna throw in some ways that I practice self-love, but we're just gonna kind of have a chat, and I hope y'all enjoy. Let's just get into it. So, love is without limitations. Okay, love makes room for mistakes. There's room for trial and error. And this goes in all aspects of love. Obviously, when it comes to your spouse, you're going to have to make compromises in a relationship. And I don't feel as if they feel like compromises when you love that person. Or say me with my sister, I love her. If she needs me to do a favor for her, or if she ask me to help her in a time of need, it's not going to feel like a chore because I love her and I want to do those things for her. So I just feel as if we forget that about ourselves sometimes, that we need to love ourselves without limitations. We're going to make mistakes, guys. We're going to fail, but that's how we learn to grow. And you had to crawl before you could walk. It's baby steps to get to the point where you love yourself as a whole, to where you don't need to fit in a certain jean size to love yourself, or you don't need to have certain clothes to love yourself, or you don't have to reach a certain status at your work to love yourself. You should love yourself where you are now, because that sets the groundwork for everything. You're never going to be happy if you keep saying, oh, I'll start loving myself when I have this or that. You're just going to be miserable your whole life. You're going to be chasing something that you already could have, because it starts with where you are. You can't grow without accepting that you're going to fail, you're going to make mistakes, and just, you're human. We're human, okay? That's just, we need to love ourselves and remember that we are human, because we treat our best friends like that, and I don't feel as if we should treat ourselves any differently. And this kind of brings me to my next thing I'm going to talk about, and it's be authentic. Be you, okay? I talked about this a little bit in my last episode. My grandma, a few years ago, I wanted to get a tattoo for her, and I had asked her what she wanted me to live by. Like, if she had to give me a quote that I had to live by my whole life, what would that be? And she had told me something, and I kind of switched it. I didn't switch it around, but I kind of put it in a better sentence, because we were just having a conversation. And it's, don't trade your authenticity for approval. Society changes every day, guys, okay? Like, what's popular now is not going to be popular tomorrow. That's speaking on clothes, celebrities, what job is, like, the job to have right now. Everything's going to change, okay? Like, you can't try to keep up with what's popular, because you're never going to know yourself. You're never going to know what you like. You're never going to know what hobbies you like, what music you like to listen to. Like, you just can't base we're rewinding this back to, like, your childhood. You can't base, like, your spiritual, like, what you believe spiritually off of what your parents believed. You should want to figure out what you believe by yourself. Like, you're meant to grow, you're meant to change, you're meant to figure out who the fuck you are as an individual. And I feel like the only way you do that is by learning yourself. And again, learning to love yourself, guys, okay, as you are. Learn to love those fucking weird things about you, guys. I'm weird. I will call my friends weird sometimes, and they take it as a bad thing. I don't think weird's a bad thing. That's not a bad word to me. Yes, it can be used in a negative concept, but if someone called me weird, I wouldn't necessarily be offended, because, guys, I am fucking weird, okay? I do some weird ass shit. I say some weird ass things. But also, like, my friends consider me, like, one of the funniest people. Like, you have to, guys, you're gonna have things that you're gonna think are, like, off about you and you don't necessarily love, but I promise you, those are probably the things that everyone around you loves about you. That's what makes you who you are. Like, you don't want to be the same person next to you. We don't want to all be the same. Do you know how fucking boring that would be? Like, yes, obviously having disagreements with people aren't fun. And if they're disagreements where they're, like, constant arguments, I don't believe that's someone you should have in your life. But you're gonna disagree with people. And I honestly think that's a beautiful thing. Like, you learn other people's perspectives. Yes, this is also going into learning to love yourself. Like, learning other people's worldviews, what they think on things, like, all of that is, like, helps you to learn more. So, like, you figure out what you believe is true or not, or, like, what you think is right and wrong. Because, I mean, what you think is right and wrong is not going to be the same as what your parents believe is right and wrong. And I promise you, it's not going to be the same as what your friends think is right or wrong. Like, y'all aren't going to agree on everything. And you don't want to agree on everything. Again, you just have to be you and trust your intuition, believe what you believe, like the things you like, and you're just going to start being surrounded with everything you've ever wanted. The people that are going to love you for how you are going to find the bestest of friends in your life. You're most likely going to find that spouse that you're hoping to find. Like, me, guys, I used to want a relationship so bad that, like, I would just text people to text people. Now, no, okay? I don't have time for that. I swear the only way I'm ever going to meet someone is if I just, like, naturally bump into someone at, like, a supermarket or something, and, like, we get to talk. Like, I'm not on dating apps. I'm not trying to do, like, I'm simply just living me, doing me, living for me, and what's meant to find me will find me. And I promise, guys, it's the same way for you. Like, this year, that's all I've been focused on is just me. Like, doing what the fuck I want, focusing on the things that I need to do. And yes, obviously, I'm still hanging out with friends. I'm still prioritizing time with them. But guys, I've been so fucking happy. I've been so happy, and I'm not just saying that, I promise. Like, I can, like, just the difference from last year, this year, it's only been a month, and I can already feel myself just being so much more happy simply because I'm doing the things I want to do. I'm putting all my fears and my worries aside. Yes, I still fucking worry, and I still have my bad days, but again, we're human. It's supposed to happen. It's gonna happen. You can't avoid it. And, I mean, speaking as someone who struggles with anxiety and depression, like, I still have episodes where I'm just, like, a fucking mess. But, guys, it's fine. That's life. We learn to deal with those struggles that we've been given, and they make us who we are, once again. Anyway, I talked a long time on that. Okay, positive thoughts, guys. And again, as dumb as it's gonna fucking sound, I'm probably gonna say that multiple times. How you talk to yourself, how you think of yourself, like how you perceive yourself, it becomes your fucking reality. It changes your perspective on focus on the fucking possibilities instead of all the obstacles and limitations, okay? Because that's always what you think about. When you think of something you want to do, like, okay, guys, I'm gonna say something. I really want to make music, okay? Giggle all you want. I want to make music, but for the longest time, I'm like, oh no, I have to learn how to go play guitar first. I need to do this first. I need to do that first. Guys, no. Okay, yes, I still don't know how to play guitar. I bought a guitar. I'm still learning, and I can't necessarily make music right now, but I'm still writing. Like, I'm still trying to grow my art and push myself to make things that I'm proud of so that when I can play guitar and when I am given the opportunity to do what I want to do, I'm ready. So I don't know. Just in general, guys, just nurture yourself physically, emotionally. You're going to create the foundation for a resilient, beautiful life. I promise, guys. You're going to feel so fucking fulfilled. And, like, anything that anyone says against you, it's going to just go over you. Because you know yourself, you love yourself, and that's their perception on you. If your perception on yourself is secure and you know who the fuck you are, then, I mean, yes, guys, things are still going to hurt your feelings. I still have my feelings hurt, and I'm emotional, guys. I'm an emotional wreck. I'm always emotional. And yes, I still get my feelings hurt. My, like, little things my friends will say, I'll be emotional and, like, get upset. But it's more of, like, a deeper aspect. Like, guys, people are gonna shit on you regardless of what the fuck you're doing, okay? Like, even family, you can have family that shits on you. Like, I have friends that, like, their family are honestly their biggest haters, and it breaks my fucking heart. Like, people, that's just life. Once again, I'll say it a million times. Like, that's just life. So you just need to know yourself and love yourself. And just everything else will work out for you. Okay? Okay. Anyway. Now we're going to just kind of get into ways that I like to practice self-love and that I feel like all of us can practice self-love this month. I'm just going to list a few, like, kind of surface level ones. Buy yourself flowers, guys. I know you'll hear it everywhere, but it's so real. Like, it's so nice and fulfilling. Like, I have maybe received flowers once in my life, and every other bouquet I have bought for myself. And you know what? That's okay. Okay, because I love flowers. I don't necessarily keep them in my home as much because I have cats, and all my fucking favorite flowers, they will eat and die. And I don't want that. But buy yourself flowers, and if you do have cats, just see what flowers you can buy yourself, and buy yourself flowers, okay? Take yourself on dates. I know it is so stressful, the thought of going somewhere alone, especially, like, say you're fresh out of high school, or just you are fresh out of college, you're maybe still in college, whatever aspect you're in your life. I feel like it is always scary to go out alone. I feel like you do become comfortable with it at a certain point if you do it, repetitively, or you just, like, do actually like to be alone. Like, I'm personally like that, but I know some people struggle. But guys, learn to love your alone time and take yourself on dates. Go to the bookstore, go to a side of town you've never been before, take yourself to the beach and have a little picnic and just watch the water or the sunset. Just do stuff alone, okay? Learn to love your alone time. buy yourself that something special this month if you want, okay? If you have the extra finances, do it. Fuck it, okay? I just bought myself a Gucci ring that I've been wanting. It was a little butterfly Gucci ring. And it was on sale at TJ Maxx, so I just said, fuck it, I don't have a date this Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna spoil myself and buy it for myself, and I did, so do that. Or also this month, guys, I am kind of spoiling myself this month, I'm not gonna lie. Who let me do this? I don't know, but, like, this is what I'm talking about. This month is for yourself, guys, okay? I'm going to go to Universal with my sister next week, and we're going to go see Nessa Barrett. She's performing at the Mardi Gras thing they're having, and I'm so freaking excited. But, yeah, buy yourself that something special, guys. Do something you've always wanted to do. Go to that place. Just do something for you, or just even have a relaxing night just by yourself and enjoy it, okay? I feel like a lot of times when we just lay in bed all day or all afternoon, we kind of feel like shit about ourselves, and we're telling ourselves all the things we should be doing, and we're watching social media and seeing everyone else do something, and we're like, oh fuck, I should be doing that. But guys, no. Okay, you're allowed to have a rest day, okay? Especially if you're one like me, you're working all the fucking time. Babe, please relax, okay? You only get to live in this body one time, okay? And nurture it, take care of it, and don't feel like shit for being tired and needing a day to rest, okay? Please, take care of yourself. And while you're doing that also, watch that movie that you've watched for the 50th time, because who the fuck cares, okay? Love, like, that rom-com you've seen a million times, watch it. Like, who cares, okay? Even if that's just you're something special you do for yourself this month. Make yourself your favorite meal and eat that dessert. Because, again, we only get one body. Don't feel like shit for eating that dessert. And, oh, I ate so much today, I can't eat tomorrow. No, okay? Fuck it. Just fuck it. If you want to work out tomorrow, do that tomorrow. But eat that dessert today, okay? Because, again, you only get one body, one life. Enjoy it. Explore this gorgeous rock that we all live on, okay? Because we weren't put here for nothing. We were put here to love each other, make connections, and just live this life, okay? Most of the time, all people focus on is getting that job and making that money so that you can then live your life. No. Live your life every fucking day, okay? Do anything you want to fucking do, because you can. It's your life. Do it. Okay. So here are more mental things instead of physical things that I thought of that kind of have helped me love myself a little extra, and I feel like they can help you discover a little more about yourself and your hobbies, the things you like. Be open to new experiences, okay? For example, for me, I have never been out to a club, a bar, and for my 21st birthday, I said, you know what, I guess we'll do it. I'm not one to go out. I get really anxious in, really public places like that. I love concerts, that's what's crazy, but, bars and clubs, just, I don't know, there's a certain energy about it that I don't necessarily love, but I was open to it, and I actually had a really, really good time. Will I be doing it all the time? No, okay. I haven't gone back since my birthday was November. But be open to those new experiences, because you might actually have a really good time and that you didn't expect. I said this a little earlier, but forgive yourself, okay? Guys, you're gonna make mistakes. I have done so many things in my 21 years being here that I'm just like, what the fuck? Why? What was wrong with me? Guys, that's a different version of yourself, okay? And people kind of frown on that. They're like, oh, well, that's the same you. No, you can grow. You can realize later that, you know what, I did make a mistake, and you can learn from those things, okay? You're not the same person that made those mistakes. If you realize that what you did do maybe wasn't the right thing to do, that's step one, okay? Self-awareness. If you're not self-aware, that's when there's a problem. But if you know that you fucked up, forgive yourself, babe. Sometimes we make mistakes and we don't even think about the mistakes we're making. We just do them because we're young and we're not thinking, and maybe some of us aren't so young, but guys, we still make mistakes. Again, a millionth time, we're fucking human. You're gonna make mistakes. But forgive yourself, okay? That's the only way you grow, is making mistakes. Set boundaries, guys, okay? You You're meant, again, to change, to meet new people, to lose people. That's fucking life. You need to set boundaries so that you know the people that deserve to be in your life. It's not even the people that you want in your life. It's the people you deserve to have you in your life. You deserve to be loved and nurtured the way that you love and nurture someone. And just, that's one big thing I've also been doing the past few years. Just don't take no shit, bro. Like, if you know you don't like someone doing something, you communicate that, and they continuously do something, guys, that person's not meant to be in your life. That's one example, okay? Just set boundaries for yourself. Know the things that you will tolerate and the things that you're like, you know what, maybe this isn't meant for me. And then discipline, I feel like, is a really big way that we can love ourselves, because, guys, we're creatures of habit, okay? So we just need to be mindful of those habits that we're doing, because they have a really big impact on you. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, guys, like I said, the first step to this is loving yourself, being your authentic self. That's the only way that you can create good relationships, good friendships. And even if you are in a relationship, guys, you have to love yourself, because how are you ever going to think about loving? I mean, obviously, yes, you can be in a relationship and still have problems with loving yourself. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I promise you that you will be much happier altogether. And as a partner, you'll be a more understanding, I feel like, partner, if you love yourself and you know yourself. And I really hope any of this makes sense. But I'm gonna kind of wrap this up. But I really wanted to throw in an excerpt. I'm actually excerpt? Is it an excerpt? It's a quote from a fucking text I'm reading right now, from a book I'm reading right now called Conversations on Love by Natasha Lunn. Here's the quote. It's called, it says, "Love is not a state of enthusiasm. It's a verb. It implies action, demonstration, ritual, practices, communication, expression. It's the ability to take responsibilities of one's own behavior. Responsibility is freedom." I just kind of wanted to throw that at y'all, because when I read that, I've been reading that this past week. I just started it. It literally said everything I wanted to say right there. Exactly what I wanted to say, but better. So I wanted to end it on that, just to kind of throw that at y'all. I need to wrap this episode up. I'm starting to just ramble and be a mess. But anyways, with this quote being said, guys, I know it's not easy. Okay, like I've said, I still have my bad days, weeks where I won't show up for myself. I won't be there for myself. And honestly, it's noticeable. But I promise you, the slightest bit of grace and understanding with yourself is going to just make you overall just so much more happy. And it's definitely tangible, guys. Okay, you can do it. I promise. And you deserve to love as you love. And it all starts with yourself. So that's all I got for y'all this week. But I hope it made some sense. And just take this month to focus on you guys. Yes, if you're in a relationship, obviously go focus on your spouse, love them, your significant other, not just your spouse, what the fuck, your significant other. Show them love, because yes, it is the month of love, but please, please don't forget to love yourself in the meantime, because that is the most important thing, if you ask me. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope y'all enjoy. This is a little bit of a shorter episode, but I hope y'all are able to get something out of it. If you're feeling crazy, you can go back and listen to some of my past episodes. But I hope to see y'all next week, and I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your week, and I'll see you later. Bye. Mwah.